Okay, we continue chapter 4 part 1. Okay, subchapter 2, non-consumer activated electronic banking system and non-customer activated electronic banking system and customer activated electronic banking system. Okay, the meaning of non-customer activated electronic system is it all of the payment is not initiated by customer. Okay, this is an automated system. Okay, like I said, an automated system, that means the system will do the payment. Even though the permission or the authorization is being initialized by you as a consumer, but most of the transaction is done automatically. For example, if you want to set for every 31st or 30th of calendar month, pay for electronic bill, for example. So that is the meaning of non-customer activated. And then charging for the services, charging for the interest without telling you or without any approval from you, for example, is done by the banking system, that considered as the non-customer activated electronic banking system. So it's not done by you. Okay, it's not done by the customer. Okay, it exists for non-customer transaction bank. They include transaction initiated among and between bank, corporation, government and other service firm. It consists of electronic credit and debit transfer, nature of credit and debit transfer, international electronic transfer. Okay, all of this thing is done by the banking of the system. Okay, prior to this transaction, normally they need your permission. Okay, once you have initiate or you've been given the permission, so you can go for the next transaction automatically. So that is the meaning of non-consumer activated. Okay, also this is the example. Okay, you can read it. Okay, what is a SWIFT? Have you ever heard about this SWIFT? Okay, SWIFT is actually the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, or SWIFT. Most of the international transaction, for example, from banking, for example, from local banking, Maybank, to HSBC banking in the United Kingdom, for example, when they want to use a TT or electronic transfer, okay, they need to have some code, okay, that can do the transaction between this bank. Okay, because this is passing international border and maybe a two different system. Okay, right now for electronic transfer in Malaysia is being controlled by MAPS, MEPS. Okay, so before we do the transaction, you need to have a SWIFT code. Okay, somehow most of the well-known bank, okay, for example HSBC in UK, they have this SWIFT code being predefined in Maybank system, for example, in Maybank 2. But if no, they're going to request the SWIFT code. So why we need this? Okay, this is for security. Okay, you want to transport financial messages or financial information and data transfer from one bank to another, maybe include a huge amount of money, and all of the money including taxes, and then somehow government need to know what is the purpose of the transaction. So the SWIFT code, okay, the SWIFT code need to be in the first place before do the transaction. Okay, you may read it. Okay, what is the SWIFT code? Okay, the customer activated electronic banking system. Okay, this is the pre-authorized recurring payment from consumer account to those of creditors such as mortgage, insurance company, and it's quite what we call it, it's quite similar when this transaction is done by you and set by you as a consumer. Okay, you have this pre-approval, okay, pre-approval amount, which bank you want to transfer, which account you want to transfer, for the future or the current payment. For example, if you want to send me a money, for example for RM 10 ringgit, so that is considered as the customer activated electronic banking system. Okay, okay, that's all for the consumer and consumer activated system. Okay, major retail payment system in Malaysia. Okay, maybe you already heard about MAPS, MEPS. Okay, and then you maybe heard about FPX, Financial Process Exchange. If you before this you use online transaction, there is a lots of option actually. Okay, so this is what we have right now. Okay, and then we have interbank gyro. So interbank gyro before this being charged 1 ringgit per transaction. Now it is free, and then it's quite fast. Before this it takes about 1 day to 2 days before the transaction be done. How this thing can be put in reality? Because of the web system that being improved and then being agreed by the government body of this online transaction. So all of this thing must be done by both of the system, okay, from one bank to another, and then intermediary. Okay, what is the meaning of intermediary is some of the regularity or some of the what do you call it, a standard, so that the transaction can be done between banks. Okay, we are not talking about one bank to another bank, we are talking about banks to many banks. So we, in that sense, we need to have a standard procedure, the intermediary. Okay, most of the operator is MAPS. Okay, if you can see, MAPS is Malaysian Electronic Payment System Sdn Bhd. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm talking what I'm talking about in this matter. Okay, we have two banks. In between, we need something to approve all of this transaction. This is due to the security issue and then financial recorded. Okay, that is the use of use MAPS, even though the MAPS will charge you. Okay, so this is the customer activated electronic banking system, a cash dispenser, EFT Post, okay, electronic fund transfer at point of sale, credit card, home and office banking, and internet banking. Okay, ATM is cash dispenser. Okay, you can read this. Okay, this one, electronic fund transfer at point of sales, or EFT Post. Okay, this is very useful when using a debit card instead of credit card. So this is actually how, when you are doing buying online, and then your money is automatically reduced by this system. Okay, for example, you want to buy something at Shopee and then you want to pay using a debit card, or even, okay, you are buying filling a gas or fuel in the gas station, petrol station, you're using a debit card. So the system in the petrol station using EFT Post, the point of sale. So that means the money is automatically transferred to the seller. So this is different with the with the credit card. Okay. Okay, customer activated electronic banking system using the credit card. Like I said before, okay, if you are using the debit card, okay, it's going to using the post system. But we are using the credit card. This is the different things. Okay, from this, from step 1 until step 7, you can see the whole process. This is the standard, even though there is some additional step involved, okay, nowadays, for the security constraint or concern. So that is the flow. Okay, you can see from customer pays with credit card, and then merchant captures the credit card information, and then approval by card issuing bank, and then go to the bank end processing. Okay, and then bank acquire funds to the merchant account, and then give the payment to the seller, and then if all of these things are being approved, so customer will receive a statement from the issuing bank. Okay, so this is the difference between the credit card and the debit card in terms of process. Okay. Okay, smart card. Okay, smart card, if you have a chip inside that card, we call it a smart card. That is the lame understanding of that. What is the meaning of the smart card? Smart card is actually what you have chip inside. I'll not bring my credit card to show you. Inside that chip, there's a unique information for the owner of the card. That means the information of the banking, the security. So that is considered as a smart card. Even in the debit card, credit card, and charge card, okay, if you see and the card that has chip on it, we consider as a smart card. Okay, home and office banking. Okay, this you can read it on your own. I already explained it a few things. Okay, SMS banking. Okay, SMS banking, before internet is easy to access, okay, you're using the SMS. Even though right now people are communicating using 4G instead of cellular communication like SMS, okay, and time to time, okay, this SMS banking, I can give you an example, such as how do you want to check your balance for your prepaid handphone, prepaid communication service. So that is the same thing. Okay, you need to find which number and request what is balance of your account by sending a few code to the SMS number, and then each of the SMS will cost you, I'm not sure, currently it's very cheap, maybe 10 cent or 50 cent, whatever it is cost. So anything that being provided using a cellular and SMS, we call it a SMS banking. Okay, so this is the SMS banking. Okay, you can see the process, right? And then the internet banking. After SMS banking, right now, the most useful electronic transaction using internet banking. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, as long as you're using the electronic bits, okay, that considered as a e-banking, and internet banking is a part of the electronic banking system. Okay, you can see alright, this figure, same thing that I explained before, how we want to send something to a few banks. Okay, this is the process of the electronic electronic banking. Okay, this is the example of Malaysian currently electronic banking, like video that I show you in early of the class. Okay, so we have a Bank Islam and Bank to You and CIMB Click. I guess most of the bank in Malaysia provide this e-banking system or internet banking system. Okay, and the last topic for this is issues involving e-commerce banking, security and secrecy. Okay, there is 4 division of the issues in e-commerce or e-banking. The first one is from sourcing. Okay, bank depend on IT service provider. So somehow banking personnel need to depend on IT service provider. Then IT service provider and also the developer must know the whole system of the banking, so that when you want to develop an application, you know the flow. And then the privacy issue is the leaking on customer information. This is very a big issue right now, because as long as anything that being posted online, being saved in the server, as if it's not protected, if it's not encrypted, and then it's not secure. And some of them banking staff, IT staff that have the accessibility to the bank database might be selling your information. So this is the privacy, and we have regulation, law to protect this. And then the technology, the rapid changes in IT technology. If you can see what I'm doing right now is the different in 2 decades. Okay, my first electronic telegraphic transfer, OTT, is before millennium. That means before year 2000. And it takes about 1 to 2 weeks. The transaction need to be done from United States to Malaysia, or Malaysia to United States. So it takes a longer time. Okay, because we have all of this bureaucratic process, step by step, security and so on. So right now, okay, the transaction can take a split second. And also we have a third party that have provide a service to transfer money. Okay, and then others is considered as a security, is a fraud. Okay, you maybe you read in the newspaper, in the Facebook and the Twitter, okay, people talking about this fraud. Okay, tag number, SMS and so on. So all of this thing is the issues involving e-commerce and banking. Okay, what is the security? Security is internet is accessible from anywhere in the world by unknown parties. Okay, significant challenge on security is control customer authentication techniques, data protection and so on. So I already talked about this in issues. So in terms of security, because when involved about money, people will try to do harm as long as they can get an easy money. So please be very careful and know, okay, what is the problem involved in it, in the security, especially how to control how to control the accessibility, the customer authentication technique, whether it is 64-bit or 128-bit of encryption, how the data is being protected, okay, how you sharing a data and so on. So, and secrecy is about customer privacy, financial data info available only to the right parties. Okay, even though your data is being stored in the bank, it doesn't mean it belong to the bank. It is yours to protect. All right, so that is the meaning of the secrecy. Okay, you may read about this. Okay, customer service. Okay, this is the steps, the idea how you want to be secured. Okay, choose the right browsers and make sure your PC has installed any antivirus, spyware or firewall to prevent any hackers or stolen data. malware, especially cache. You need to clear cache, because when you download something, especially in Android application, okay, you don't know what they are planted in your phone, in your laptop, in your PC, and then secretly, okay, spying your data and then send it to their servers for the harm purpose. You don't know. Okay, update your information from time to time, renew your password. Okay, try to have difficult password to trace. Okay, the basic rule is 8 characters, small font, uppercase and lowercase, a special character, and number. You need to have all of this combination, because okay, it's very hard. It's not hard, it actually takes time to crack your password. Okay, save all your transaction statement as proof if any matters arising later. In terms of a screenshot, a printed receipt, all of this need to be saved inside your digital media or other source of form of a storage for a proof. Save all your PIN and personal information and don't reveal to anyone, even your spouse. Okay, always check your account balance. Okay, and then be very careful. Okay, this is the EBanking risk. As you can know, the data breach. Okay, you can see the pie chart itself. Okay, for the data breach, the biggest is in education, and then for the identity exposed is based on a telecom company. Alright, that's all, part 1 and part 2. Thanks.